Whoever you are and whichever one, I thank you for checking out my video. If you enjoy this, please like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, and check out my other channels in the comment section down below. So this channel is dedicated to spoken word and poetry, but today I felt like giving a bit more of a free-formed kind of talk about multiple bodies. So today, well, not today, but the past week or so, I've been learning how to code so that I can make internet websites. And it made me realize, you know, like, in the world today, our bodies we're expanding our awareness to our bodies outside of our physical bodies. Like, most people spend more of their time online than they do just like in our physical world, like going outside and looking at things and doing things and like playing sports and stuff like that. So what body do they use to interact with the world of the internet, and what world is the internet? So even before we invented technology, humanity has always understood that we have multiple bodies. Like, if you look at the Egyptians, they had like there's like a half human, half eagle or some shit like painted on their temples, and it's like, we've never found a fossil of somebody that's like half human, half eagle, because they didn't exist on this physical realm. They were getting access to a higher realm in which their bodies persisted of things like half human, half eagle, or whatever they wanted to look like, you know? So I wanted to start off about first talking about the different realms. So we're gonna stick to just this universe. So this universe has always had the same amount of matter and the same amount of energy that it's ever had. And Albert Einstein took that theory and helped us understand a lot of things about how bodies work. You can transform matter into energy, and you can transform energy into matter, which means that there's energy trapped inside of matter also. So there can be energy slash matter. So there's energy, pure energy, which would be like light or something, or probably something even brighter than light, but the best thing that we can understand in science today is light, so we'll call it that. So the highest possible energy you could reach is light. The lowest possible matter you could reach would be an object that is at absolute zero, which means there's absolutely no energy. It's pure particles and nothing's moving around. So we'll call that the lowest possible realm you could go to, and then we'll call light the highest possible realm that you could go to. So the way that realms work is kind of, it's very hierarchical, the way that people describe it, but a lot of people get confused by the hierarchy, because like a hierarchy on Earth, it's like you have like the CEO, and then you have like the managers and like the shift leaders and the employees, and it's like, well, I don't want to be an employee, bro. Like, I want to be all the way up on the manager position, you know? That's not really how it works with realms. Like, just because you're on the Earth realm doesn't mean that you're any better or any worse than somebody who's in the realm of like pure light, you know? It's just a different expression of material, and just a different world, a different interface to interact with. So if you look into New Age spirituality, you'll find people talking about lower and higher realms. So for the purpose of this video, we'll consider the lowest realm to be the Earth realm. So the Earth realm is where, at least our bodies, is extremely saturated with matter with very little energy. So it's really hard to do things here because it takes a lot of energy to do so, and there's not a lot of energy available here. So we have to like transform that energy through like eating food and stuff. Like, we have to like take the matter and like do some weird processes and then make that matter into energy, and that's the energy that we use in this realm. if you don't have access to a different realm. So this realm is good because it is stable. Like, you could have something, like, you could, like, have your water, you know, and, like, put it on the shelf and go to sleep and wake up, and, like, if nobody touched your water, like, it's gonna be still there. Like, the water didn't forget where it's supposed to be or anything. It's like, it's very easy for this realm to remember things. So that's this realm. I don't really have to talk about this one too much because, like, you live in it, and this is, like, the dominating realm in our world right now. So the next realm would be the astral realm. This is where most people go when they dream, and this is also where a lot of people, at least in US society, will go when they die. It's the realm of emotion. So in this realm, it's a lot less unstable because matter is like the stable thing and energy is like the unstable thing. So, like, energy is like free thought. Like, energy wants to be absolutely everywhere and everything at once. Matter wants to be one thing in one specific place for as long as possible. So, there's a little bit more energy inside of this realm, and it's not so much of a difference, so that most people won't even notice that they've switched realms. Like, most people, when they're in their dreams, don't understand that they're dreaming. Like, there's a couple people out there who do, like, lucid dreaming, which is where they wake up in their dreams, or do, like, out of body experiences where they consciously travel through their dreams into a different realm and, like, create a body for themselves. But for the most part, people will just end up in the astral realm, and then, like, the reason people find healing through their sleep mostly is because when they go to sleep, they'll go to this astral realm, and then everything that they didn't accomplish, or everything that's bugging them emotionally, they'll live that out in this dream. Like, they will create a reality that'll make them feel a certain way, and that will bring them whatever kind of restoration they need through sleep, because, you know, it's pretty hard living in this world right now. So this realm is very unstable. Like, if you lose focus, the entire world can shift. Like, you could be in, like, Nevada, and then, like, you start thinking about water or something, or, like, someone turns the sink on in your house and you, like, hear that through, like, your sleeping body, and then all of a sudden you're in, like, Niagara Falls, you know? Or, like, you're having, like, a super good time, everything's chilling, there's, like, bright lights everywhere, and then you get scared and, like, some fucking monsters start chasing you or something. Like, this realm is very unstable, especially because in our current state of society right now, people do not have their emotions very well harmonized, nor do they have them linked to their other bodies and balanced. So that's the astral realm. I said that a lot of people will go here when they die because this is the realm of emotional pleasure. So that's what we're raised up to chase after in US society right now, is like, you want emotional pleasure. Like, don't you want to feel happy like this person? Don't you want to have fun all the time? You know, like, that's basically the lifestyle that everybody's trying to, like, focus on in our world right now. So that's like it's very, very hard in our society to be in a position where you can have the fun that is advertised all around you. So you're living your whole life expecting this emotional pleasure that doesn't come to you in the amount that you need it to come to you to satisfy your needs. So when you die, you go to the astral realm, and you don't create the astral realm. The astral realm exists. So there's already these other beings in the astral realm, and who knows, like, some of these beings may actually think this is like the final resting place, and a lot of people will like go to heaven here or something, or they'll go to their personal belief system, like whatever was promised to them. They'll go to the realm where that exists, and they'll live in there until they feel a need to get something else. But people can stay in these places for a long time. But yeah, that's why I really don't like going to the astral realm too much, because it's like just a lot of trapped spirits. So after the astral realm is the it's the causal realm. So the causal realm isn't described by any sort of imagery, really. It's pure will. Like, it's understanding how far you affect everything. So like, in the astral realm, if you want something to happen, it happens. And you have to really work on that, because if, like, it's hard to know what you want and to constantly be changing that, you know? So this is the realm. And by the way, all of these realms are like superimposed on our world. They all exist right here. Like, if you were in tune with all of your bodies, which I'm going to get into in a little bit, if you're in tune with all of your bodies, you can see the astral realm here, and you could see the causal realm here, superimposed on this reality. I mean, you're your own person. You would have your own way of working that out. I don't know how your anatomy is designed, but yeah. So the causal realm is, I would say, like the physical realm is where we are probably have our third amount of focus on. Like, if you were to define, like, how focused are we on as a human society, like, where do most of us reside? I'd say the lowest is the earth realm. Then, like, this is where the least amount of people in the majority will reside. And then there is the causal realm, which we're talking about right now. And then the third one would be the realm of thought, or the mental realm, and that's where we're pretty much heading at this moment right now. So in the causal realm, you could understand how we are very focused on this realm in this world right now, because everybody wants something. They want, and then they get. I mean, obviously it's kind of hard, because it's like you have to want something and then actually feel the emotional pleasure of getting that thing, and then construct that thing out of matter in the earth realm. But a lot of people are very focused right now on just pure willpower. Like, this is like the will to power. Like, there's so many countries out there right now who have so much ridiculous technology, so much power, like, in control of their hands. We could end the world in a nuclear holocaust. We can control the weather. We can perform genocide on an entire species. Like, just because one person had that desire, had that will. And so that's the realm that we're most focused on, I believe, right now, is like this would be like ethos, you know? Like why do you buy that product that you buy? Because it's sold by Coke. Why do you trust Coke? Because they're powerful. You see them everywhere. They will their product to sell. You buy their product. Like, that would be like a body. Like Coke would be a causal body, but we'll get into bodies later. So that's the causal realm. It's the realm of will. Your body affects everything. Like, you're connected to absolutely everything that exists. And in some way, shape, or form, anything that you do affects everything that exists, like, at least through gravity. Gravity connects everything in the universe beyond the speed of light. we feel the gravity of a star that's light years away, like instantaneously, even though it goes beyond light. So there's that. So if you keep that in mind, we can move up to the fourth realm. And this would be the realm of, some people call it the Akashic realm. This is the realm of the heart. So within this realm lies a temple that you created that contains the records of every single thing that you have done and accepted that you have done, and archived throughout your entire soul's existence within this universe. So like your spiritual heart is a recording device that records things, right? And then you go to this realm, and here you can see these things, but they're gonna be scrambled because of the fact that generally in life your experience is very scrambled. So when you come to this realm, it's time for you to reflect on the things that you've done in this life, in past lives, and the things that you might do in future lives. So once you accept the information that's given to you and integrate that as a part of yourself, it forms a record that can be accessed by not only you, but everybody else in the universe. So we're like the first step. Like, the universe is collecting data. So we live our life experience, and that data needs to be entered into the universe. And once the universe gets that data, it can make things work a little better because it understands things. So here is where you need to forgive yourself and accept the things that you've done in your life, and learn to forgive other people and understand that you are connected to absolutely everything. Even the things that you don't want to be connected to, you are connected to them, and you have to accept that that exists, and that you have been that thing, or you will be that thing one day. And that's a hard thing to do, but that's what this realm is. It's the realm of the heart. It's, your heart is connected to everything. So after the Akashic realm, there is the mental realm. And the mental realm is one of the most growing, there's a large growing population in the mental realm from people on Earth right now because of the fact that technology exists. So like, even when writing was invented, you know, like, you want to create something, you want to bring something into this world, so you go to the mental realm where you think thoughts, and you think these thoughts, and then you bring them back and write them down into words, or like math or something like that, you know? So there's a lot of that going on right now. Like, selling information is like one of the most profitable forms of employment in the entire world right now. Like, everybody wants to know something. Like, information is like that's how it goes. Like, information, power, physical security. That's basically how the world is situated right now. Like, that's the things that most people want, are information, power, physical security. So in this realm, you can travel faster than the speed of light. The only barrier to speed in this realm is your thoughts. So like, you could think something and it automatically comes into existence. Like, you're accessing this realm whenever you imagine anything. So yeah, this realm, it also has a lot to do with harmony too, because like, you're not really trying to seek emotional pleasure in the mental realm, you're trying to seek truth. It's like what when we get to bodies, we'll talk about what blocks the certain spiritual bodies, and what will block the mental body is lying to yourself or lying to others, but especially lying to yourself. So the spiritual, or the astral realm has a lot to do with expression. So you like want to express your desires, right? Now the mental realm has a lot to do with expressing as well, but you're trying to express your truth. Like if you were to think of this in order, like you're like ascending through the realms, you just learned like one of the most important things in this entire universe that you will ever learn in your existence, the story of you, and possibly even the story of everybody. Now you want to share that information now, so you're going to the mental realm, right? So the mental realm is the last realm that has matter in it. So this has the least amount of matter possible in this universe. So it's more, when you have matter, you only have to say one thing, because like you could imagine things as existing as a particle or existing as energy, and energy exists in one place. You could say, or matter exists in one place. You could say that energy exists in one place because you could measure a photon, which is the median point basically between the sound wave. So the sound is going up and down, up and down, and up and down, and we're like, bro, I can't track that, so I'm just gonna say it's in the middle. In this realm, you have to balance the up and down motion, because you're getting into that kind of realm where you're playing by the rules of energy, not by the rules of matter. So things that have to do with like harmony and balance and order, these things are the things that are going to shine the most in the mental realm. Now after the mental realm, if you get to the I think they call it the Budaic realm, but it's the realm that correlates with your third eye. Basically, this realm is, this realm, you escaped the Matrix. So, like I was saying, we have multiple bodies, right? And like you create a body when you go on the internet. Like you like literally like design this little avatar thing, and you're like, hey, whenever you talk to me, you're gonna see this thing and imagine that you're talking to this person. Like especially if you've never met before, like these people are defining you based on this avatar that you created. So the universe is basically a computer program. So you exist in a realm where bodies don't exist, and everything is connected, but you want to experience things that you haven't experienced before, but you can't do that while your body is undefined. Like you exist, but like you don't exist, because you can't really do anything, you know? Like you don't have a body. So you enter into this universe, which is a matrix, and you obtain a body, multiple bodies, and so your soul is like your home base body for the universe, and your soul is implanted into each individual body of each individual lifetime, and your soul has like a recording device, like a soul heart, and then eventually when you like get bored, or I mean, if it was an ideal situation, it would be like, oh, I'm bored, okay, I'm gonna leave, you know? But like it's gotten really corrupted in this universe right now. Like a lot of people don't even think you could leave, and like I don't know, a lot of people are trapped here. But anyway, you can leave. So there is a place beyond this universe where there's no time. Time is a construct for this universe, so that matter can move from one point to another. Like if you want anything to move, you need time. There's nothing to move, so you don't need time in the higher realms, or in the realms outside of this universe. So the Budaic realm is it exists outside of this universe, but it's basically like the entrance point to this matrix. So pure energy that doesn't have any matter inside of it will flow from the realm above this realm into this realm and down into the mental realm and so forth until it reaches the physical realm. So this is like pure creative energy that flows through here. This is the realm of light. So when you get into this realm, like, it's basically you get like the same kind of realization that you would have gotten in the Akashic realm, that like everything is connected, but like times 3 million, because like now you're not only realizing that everything is connected, like you're realizing that like there was not even a separation in the first place. Like this all is just like one thing, you know? So people who are gifted with like fortune telling or like things like that, forms of divination, will usually get their information from this realm, because it's like, this is like the starting point of the universe, of anything that enters the universe, you know? Like this is like destiny zero. You have no fate yet, you know? And then like once you start going down, like this is where your fate is created, and then you go down, and it's like hopefully the thing whose fate was created achieves its fate by the time it gets down to that physical realm, you know? So that's the Budaic realm. And then I forget what this last one is called, but it corresponds with your crown chakra, and it is the cosmic realm. So I've been using the metaphor of this universe, but okay, so there'd be like, there's this matrix that we live in where bodies exist. Then a little bit outside of that matrix is where energy exists, right? Now outside of that is where absolutely nothing but pure consciousness lives, and that is this realm. So in this realm, you can understand anything about the universe, because you literally are everything. Like this is the most, like if you were to scale this, the physical realm is the most personal realm, and the cosmic realm would be the most impersonal realm. So they serve the same general purpose. Like in the physical realm wants stability and security, and to understand that like if I don't do anything, it's gonna be okay, because I'll still be here, you know? Or if I do something, I'll remember where I'm at, you know? Like I'm safe. Like I don't think that I'm gonna get lost anywhere or stop existing or something like that, you know? That's basically what you get in the cosmic realm, is the understanding that everything is eternal. Like there was never anything. There was only one thing. Like you are that one thing, you know? Like when you enter this realm, you don't have a body, right? So you would split into each individual frequency of energy, and the only thing connecting these things wouldn't be like your soul. Like it would be like spirit, like the one thing that connects everything, right? So it's very impersonal here. If you were to think of like atheistic death, like this would be what atheistic death would be like, except for their whole debate about like consciousness wouldn't exist. Like you don't have ownership of anything here. Like, you can't do anything. All you can do is be. But you're like, you are a divine consciousness. Like, that's, like, you are the material in which universes are created from. That is basically what that realm is. So if we go back, we can start off in the first body, which would be the physical body, which, you know, you guys are used to because you live in one. So this is corresponding to the Earth chakra, or the root chakra, or the Muladhara chakra. So this is the chakra of stability, of security, and of comfort. So your physical body is based on survival. Like, what your physical body wants is to never die, basically, is what your physical body wants. So that's like, never die is basically like, that would be like the model of like the physical body, is like, you'll do anything to not die. That's what the physical body is about. And if you're not dying, you know, you're living, which is a good thing. So that's like that's the physical body in its balanced state. Would be like, you feel comfortable, you feel like your life isn't being threatened, and you feel like your safety isn't being threatened, your possessions aren't being threatened. Everything that you define as yourself, you want to feel safe. And like you want to create that as a home. Like, you want your body to be a home. And everything that's a home is going to be defined as your body. So like, your physical body, you could define your physical body as more than just like your hands and your feet, you know? Like, a lot of people's physical bodies are defined by like the houses that they own, or like the money that they have, and things like that. So so that's the physical body. The next body is the emotional body, which would be that would correlate to the sacral chakra, or the Muladhara chakra, or the water chakra. And this has a lot to do with emotional pleasure. So yeah, that has to do with emotional pleasure. The color is orange. So this has to do with just like being in flow with things. So like, it's not really about trying to get things that you don't have. It's more about like utilizing the things that you already have and enjoying them. So that's what you really use your emotional body for, is trying to come to terms with the things that are in your life right now. So a lot of people, so like I said before, all these realms are superimposed on each other. And if you were in tune with all of them, you would be able to see all these realms and experience all of them at once and in harmony. But a lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't feel their emotions. A lot of people are depressed. So if you're suffering from depression, that most likely means that you are not conscious of your emotions. You're like, depression isn't really an emotion. Depression is a lack of energy. So people who are depressed will just like sit in their rooms and sleep all day and not do anything or talk to anybody. So if you're depressed, you're not focusing on your physical body or your emotional body. Like, your physical body is like like on autopilot, and your emotional body is like being tortured by this nightmare that you're creating for it. And then you are somewhere, hopefully in a better place, you know? But yeah, so all of these things exist at the same time. So it's important to understand how you're like, where you are at a specific point in time. So like, not only like where are you, like what state are you in, but like what emotional state are you in, you know? Because it can be, things can get very disorganized and cause a lot of problems if you don't take care of them. So like, if you were to forget that your emotional body exists, like your emotional body, if you're depressed, is in a place of unhopefulness where it doesn't think that it is able to do anything, like make anything happen. So like, you're going through a lot of emotional trauma with your spiritual body right there, and you're like, if you were to take charge of your spiritual body, you would be able to, or your astral body, you would be able to take charge of the astral realm that exists around you and create a place where you do feel happy, where you do feel however you want to feel, and then bring that feeling back with you to the physical realm, so that you can, like energy just, to everybody else, energy just got created out of nowhere. Like I said, there is no such thing as new energy. Everything is exactly, there's exactly the same amount of stuff that there was as there will be, always. But most people don't think that the spiritual realm exists. So you could find the energy of happiness from the spirit, or from the astral realm, and bring it back here. And now, instead of feeling de-energized and depressed because you were going through emotional trauma and it was draining you, like when you were in depression, you were summoning energy from other realms. So like, you were summoning energy from your physical body. Like, your physical body was creating hormones that were trying to provide happiness to you, and that wasted energy. That energy was being sent to the emotional realm, where you were collecting that energy to help you cope with the hell that you were going through. So now that you're not doing that, you're creating excess energy with your with your emotional body. Your emotional body doesn't need that much energy to be maintained. So it, like, you don't need that energy, but you know that your physical body needs some energy. So like, you take some energy from your emotional body by feeling happy, you know, and creating this like cool place where like everything makes you feel the way that you want to feel. And then you're bringing that back to the physical realm, so that you now have the energy that you need to construct a reality that's going to make you feel how you want to feel in this realm. So that's the spiritual realm, or that's the spiritual body. Now, what will block this body mostly is being guilty of something, or feeling like you could have done something different, or feeling like you didn't do enough. Energy flow is a constant thing. Like, you can't go back and fix your mistake, because there's no such thing. It already happened before you even did it. So like, you have to accept that like, things are flowing through right now, and try to find enjoyment in that, you know? Try to find the beauty that is around you. Like, how does the world make you feel? How do you make you feel? How does the universe make you feel? So that's the emotional body. Now the causal body is like, your causal body can exist everywhere at once, because your spirit exists your spirit, quote unquote, your spirit exists everywhere at once. So So using the causal realm, you can make things happen. So like, do you think like maybe like intuitive responses, like if somebody pisses you off and you like crunch your face, I mean, maybe that is caused by the emotional realm, but most physical movements that are conscious are being controlled from the causal realm. Like there's no particular reason that your finger moves, you know? Like where do you find the starting point of that in your brain? Like just randomly your finger decides to move. In the call, like that, you will your finger to move, so it moves. That's how action is performed with your causal body. So this isn't really the planning stage, because the planning stage is more over in like the mental realm, but this is like with your causal body. This is like a lot of people will tell you that you should have your like the center of your existence should be in your this body, which would correspond to the sun chakra or the solar chakra, or the what's it called? I forgot what the Hindu name was for it, but yeah, so this is where the majority of your energy comes from. This is like the meeting grounds. Like, you want safety, you want emotional peace, or emotion, like, whatever, you know? And you need to will that to happen. So, like, this, in your, like, right above your solar plexus chakra is your solar plexus, which is where energy congregates at. So in this place, you basically all the energy that comes from every single realm in this universe congregates in the sea of chi, which is ruled by the solar plexus chakra. So your solar plexus, your causal body, the job of the causal body is to take energy that already has a purpose and has already been gathered and giving it to other things. So that's basically what that does. It basically, like, your causal body can't do anything by itself, but it is a very powerful leader. Like your causal body basically says, I have this much energy, and goes to your other bodies and says, I have this much energy. These other things told me that they want this to happen. Use this energy and make this thing happen. So that's, like, your body knows, your body, like, your causal body has received the information of what it wants accomplished, and it's received the energy to accomplish that thing. Now, your causal body doesn't understand why that doesn't exist yet. Your causal body thinks that it already exists. Like, your causal body has no sense of time. Like, it's just like, I want something, it exists. That doesn't happen. So it needs to go on to other parts. Like, you can't just, like, focus on your solar plexus chakra. You know, like, you can't just live there. Like, a lot of people try to live there, you know? They're just like, if I think I'm rich for long enough, you know, I'm gonna get rich, you know, or something like that. It's like, that is true, but, like, you also have to do some other things, you know? So that's your causal body. Now, if you would go up, then you would have your akashic body. Now, your akashic body is connected to everything, right? So your causal body, you most likely are going to remember your form for your causal body, like whichever particular lifetime, or just maybe even it's a particular image or just something you thought at some particular point in time. That's what you're gonna manifest as, and you could change your form here, but this is the realm in which you, or this is the body with which you connect to other people on a spiritual level. Like, this is where you, like, if you extend your akashic body or your heart body to somebody else, you're basically offering them restorative energy. So energy that comes out of your heart body, if it's in its pure form, is the kind of energy that can heal somebody of any illness. Be emotional illness, physical illness. It's like your body, your soul came into this world because it wanted to experience a particular state of being. So in your physical body, you have homeostasis, right? That's what your heart has a constant heartbeat for, is to maintain homeostasis, to maintain a particular state of being. So the particular state of being that your heart is trying to reach is the state of being connected to everything else. So energy that comes out of the heart is trying to optimize the entire universe, anything that it touches, to be in harmony with one another. So like, you could use this metaphor, like a lot of people think that aliens are gonna come down and like abduct us, or declare war on us. Like, why would they do that? Like, if there's aliens that can travel faster than the speed of light, and they've made it here, like here, out of anywhere in the universe, they decided to come here, you know? Why would they like waste their time by like destroying us? I think that if like an alien race were to come onto Earth, they would be here to help us, because if they have the technology to understand how to travel beyond light, they understand universal truths, one of the most important one being that we are all connected. So, and they probably would have been able to hear us or sense us in some particular way, and we are not living a very harmonious lifestyle right now. Like, there's a lot of separation between us, there's a lot of people who are fighting each other, and that causes a lot of pain. I don't know why a lot of people aren't going crazy right now. Like emotional apathy, like disconnection from your body, disconnection from your thoughts, dementia, things like that are like a response to the state that our world is in right now. Like, if you were to listen to the frequency of the earth, you would hear one of two things. You would hear the earth crying, or you would hear the earth screaming. Now, aliens in a different world, like, understanding that they can't like disconnect themselves from us, probably came over here, you know, if they were to come over here, and they're like, bro, you guys need to chill the fuck out, you know, like, we're here to help you out and show you how to live harmoniously, so that we don't gotta hear, like, we don't gotta feel your pain anymore, you know. So that's basically how energy that comes from the heart body works. Is it wants everything to be harmonious, to be in balance. So your heart body, your heart chakra, your heart chakra is the balancing chakra. I try to say that your heart chakra should be your home chakra, but your solar plexus chakra should be where you congregate your energy at. But your heart chakra is, there's 7 chakras. That's an uneven number. All of the chakras are connected through your heart chakra. Like, there's like your earth, like the bottom 3 chakras are earth chakras. They have a lot to do with the earth realm. And then the higher chakras have a lot to do with like the universe at large. So your heart chakra is where you meet like your individual desires meet the desires of the universe. So that's where your heart chakra congregates at. So your heart chakra wants to exist in balance, and like just be allowed to do that is basically what your heart chakra wants. Now, that's your Akashic body. So and then there would be your mental body. So your mental body imagine you're an internet coder. Or, yeah, you're an internet coder. So, you can create anything. You... Your body is the things that you create. So, like... There's a... Like, you could look at a waterfall, and, like, you are the waterfall. Like... That's the kind of things that you can do in the mental realm, because you're not defined by the limitations of any kind of particular body. You're defined by anything you can think. So, in this realm, it's very unstable because of the fact that your thoughts are moving very, 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 very fast. A lot of people are stuck in the mental realm because they think too much. So, like, it's important to be able to just, like, shut your mind up sometimes, because, like, I could think forever. Like, I could be like, I could think one thing. It could be like, I don't know. I don't know what to think about. But I could say one thing, and then I could disagree with that thing, and disagree with that thing, and then agree with the disagreement of that thing, and then go on a completely separate tangent, and then, like, 5 minutes later somehow connect that to the other thing that I was thinking about, you know? Like, thoughts are endless. I, like, try to find a conclusion to anything that can't be disproved. Like, philosophy's been trying to do that, and they really haven't found anything. Other than, like, stupid trick statements, like, the only thing that can be proven is that nothing can be proven, or, like, something like that, you know? That's just, like, a trick. But, like, a concrete thing is in constant motion. Like, nothing really stays in the same place here. So it's important to be able to have connections to your other bodies while you're exploring in the mental realm, because you need a returning place. Like, you can get lost here, you know? Like, you could be exploring here forever. Like, you need a returning place, or like a returning mental state, or like a returning home state that you can return to and, like, take a break, you know? Like, you don't want to be thinking forever. But thoughts are like the leading thing that causes things in this universe. Like, this is like step one when something enters the universe. So it gets, like, it has the instructions from conscious thought to basically... So energy would enter from your cosmic chakra. It would go down to your light chakra. So from your cosmic chakra, the instructions that are encoded is be anything that anything tells you to be. And then when it goes to your light chakra, it kind of, like, congregates, prepares itself, gets a little bit more pure and ready to be infused with matter, right? And then it goes down to your mental realm. And in your mental realm, you construct things for the first time. Like, you're gonna construct something that's gonna exist in the physical realm. So you construct it, right, in your mental realm. And you could go Godspeed here. Like, you could construct things, like, the only limit is as fast as you can think. So you construct something, right? And then you, like, accept the fact that it's been constructed, and, like in your heart realm, or with your heart body, and then try to see how that's gonna, like, affect the rest of the world, you know? And, like, you're, like, getting all psyched, like, this is gonna have a purpose, you know? And then you send it down to your solar plexus chakra, and then your solar plexus chakra is just, like, way too psyched. It's like, we could do this right now. And then it, like, sends it down to the emotional realm, and then you get, like, all emotionally psyched about it, you know? And then you do it in the physical realm, you know? Like, the thing that you thought, like, it existed in thought, now it exists in the physical world. Like, this is what Pluto was talking about, how, like, most people are, like, looking at, like, this image of something, like a reflection of something, or, like, you could see it as, like, a movie, or, like, a video of something that happened. Like, and then there's these people who are, like, taking that thing that actually happened, bringing it down, and showing it to everybody else. Like, that place where they got it from, that's the mental realm. Like, the place where things exist. Like, this is the blueprint for things. Like, this is the step one creating place for things that will eventually be in the physical world. So that's what the mental realm is. Now, once you leave the mental realm, you get into, or once you leave your mental body, you get into the rest of the universe, and that doesn't have bodies. So, I mean, I guess you could say, like, a lot of people will experience in the Buddhaic realm, like, the place of the place that you go between reincarnations, it's kind of like a resting place, like an embryo, where you can just absorb pure universal energy before you come into this, universe, because, like, you just went through fucking hell, bro. Like, you just, like, went through a lifetime. Who knows what body you were in? Who knows what kind of species of animal or something that you were? Who knows what you went through? Maybe you need to sleep there for, like, 1,000,000 years or something. Who knows? But, yeah, so, past the mental realm, there is no more bodies. You exist only through connection to other things. So, like, in this matrix, you can exist, and it's kind of masked from you that you're only an expression of something else. Outside of this universe, you're not an expression of anything. Other things express you. Like, you are the building, like, you become the building blocks when you leave this universe. Like, you're like the pure divine energy that people draw from. Like, if you're in this place, you're basically in God consciousness. But, like, you can't really affect anything. It's like it's like game over, Like, why would you want to do anything else? A lot of people, though, will come back from, like, a lot of energy is transferred from that realm to here, and, like, given a personality or a soul, and something like that, like an identity, and sent in to, like, improve this place because it's not doing too well. But, yeah, that's basically there. And then, yeah, then there's other universes with different rules, and we're not going to go into those. So, I hope that this video has, convinced you that you exist in so many different places, and that you can do so many different things. And I hope that doesn't discourage you from, I hope that encourages you to do more things in the physical world that we're in right now, and bring other realms, bring the knowledge and the energy and the inspiration that you gain from other realms here, and be in tune with them, so that even if you get thrown off, like, even if something bad happens to your physical body, you know you have other places to go. And, like, especially leave this universe, like, one time. Like, at least one time, leave this universe, so that you understand that it's not game over when you pass away. So, yeah, I really don't have anything else to say other than, try to one most important thing. Your spirit, so there's like the spirit. I don't like to call it God, because God refers to so many different books and religions that, like, if I were to say the word God, and then you go look up what the word God means, now you're gonna come at me and be really pissed off or something like that, because, like, there's a lot, like, the word God is like a fucking war cry. Like, I don't know, so if you were to call this, like, spirit, that is us. That is everything. Now spirit is broken down into individual smaller spirits because, well, I don't know why, but I'm gonna assume because it got bored and it wanted to do things. So our bodies inhabit spirit, which is like consciousness. And so like it's what makes our bodies run is the spirit that's inside of us. And that spirit is connected to every single other spirit. So, and then eventually when you leave this universe, that spirit is going to join the larger spirit, and eventually the larger spirit will be whole again. Well, it already is whole again. It was never not whole. But, so the essence of you lies within your heart chakra, within your spiritual heart, in your spirit, which is in like the exact center of your chest. And I mean, nothing, spirit never was and never will be anything that it ever wasn't. So it can never change. So like it's constant. So nothing could touch your spirit unless it's spirit. Like you know how water is cohesive? So like water attracts other water, right? And but it also attracts every other thing. Spirit attracts spirit, right? Everything has spirit into it. So I mean, so while it does attract everything, the only thing that can enter into your spirit is other spirit. So you don't have to worry about somebody hurting you, because the only thing that they can hurt is the things that you choose to hold on to. Your spirit, the essence of your existence, will always be there. So you are safe, depending on how you define yourself. But anyway, so that's a cool trick you could do, is if you want pure divine energy and you want to make sure that it's pure divine energy, you can draw it through spirit, because no energy can enter your spirit other than spirit energy. So you already know that it's absolute pure energy. There's no matter in it whatsoever. So if you draw energy through your spirit, then you know that, like, that's the energy. Like, you should always be searching for energy that is closer to spirit, because in the end, that is the energy that you are going to be. Like, that's the energy that you are. So, yeah, there's that. And with that said, I just, I hope that you will find balance in your bodies and, learn a lot of stuff from exploring yourself and exploring the world around you. So just have fun.